Hey, Bayek, it's me, Ian. And in today's video, well, I'm continuing my look at the first season of The X-Files. This starts in 1993. So, this is episode 11, Eve. And it was transmitted on the 10th of December 1993 on the Fox network. And then on the 1st of December 1994 in the UK, it was transmitted on BBC Two in this increasingly very popular time slot. It was undoubtedly a big success. Previously, we had Fallen Angel, and the next episode after this one is Fire. This is written by Kenneth Byler and Chris Brancato, who are both extremely prolific writers in terms of TV series and TV movies. But this was the only collaboration they did for the X-Files. It is also directed by Fred Gerber, and this is his only outing as a director in the whole of the X-Files series. But he is quite again another prolific TV series and TV films director. He's got quite a history in that. There's the locations in this. We've obviously got the North Shore Studios in North Vancouver, but we've got Orwell Street in North Vancouver. We've got White Rock again, British Columbia, and Surrey in British Columbia. As usual, these locations in the X-Files, certainly you notice it a lot in the first season, how they absolutely enhance the stories. This is great. And, the director really just got so much that they can do, and they do it, with these locations in the story. So let us have a look at the cast. Now, it's David Duchovny, who is usual Fox Mulder. Then we have got Gillian Anderson playing Dana Scully. And once again, we've got Jerry Hardin playing Deep Throat. He's in quite a lot of the episodes. Not everyone, but he pops up. He's very much a running theme throughout the first season. The cast is... I'm just concentrating on two main parts of the cast, really. We've got Harriet Sanson Harris, who plays the very key role of Dr. Kendrick, and also the clones from her. In terms of film career, she's got an interesting career. She was in Memento, that's from 2000, which is extremely popular picture. It's a Nolan picture. That's all you need to say on that. Then another. Now this film did get a lot of publicity and talked about was Licorice Pizza from 2021. She was in that, and that was very successful. Then she was in last year in Americana, and also a film called Jules. She's still very much actively working, but her career is full of the TV series and TV films roles that she played in. And this, I'd say, she really is quite vital in this, and she does a really good job at that. Then we've got perhaps the stars of this, which are two twins who play the various versions of Eve. Yes, we've got Sabrina Crivings and Erica Crivings, who were in twin sisters. And they've developed quite a cult following from this, I noticed, in terms of X-Files fandom. They didn't really seem to go into a career of acting from what I can see in that, but they're very much still involved in the fandom part of the series. And they play the role really well. It just adds so much to it, what they bring to it. That's very much so. I'd just like to also mention that, in a way, this story, the writers have said, was inspired by the film The Boys from Brazil, which is a very interesting film from 1978. And one of the themes in that is the cloning of Adolf Hitler, yes. And that apparently influenced this story, which has, of course, got cloning as a major part of it. So the other point as well, even though Jerry Hardin is in this episode as Deep Throat, and we often see him as part of the mythological stories, that is running through this first season, the conspiracy. This is not actually one of those stories, though initially you might think it is. Let me give you an idea with this story, what it is. Now, we see that identical twins at the opposite sides of the country are involved in what appears to be murders, identical murders that have taken place at the same time. Now, when Mulder and Scully are called in, they don't know at first that they look identical until they go from one scene to the next scene and discover that. And of course, Mulder straight away is onto it. He thinks that it's part of his alien conspiracy. He sees it linked with the cattle mutilations as marks, which he sees as similar. So for him, it's an investigation into aliens, once again, experimenting on humans. But of course, that soon changes. And also, Deep Throat, who you initially think, oh yeah, perhaps he's confirming it, does not actually confirm that. He talks about the Litchfield experiments, which were like a military top secret cloning experiments, which hoped to create, with this sort of Adam and Eve, like super soldiers. We often have that through who would have extra intelligence and awareness, and also be very physically strong. These would be like super soldiers. We've often seen that. It's a theme that does pop up in sci-fi quite a lot. So him sort of passes on that information to Mulder, and that's where the investigation takes itself. And we learn about Dr. Kendrick, who was involved in this project, and we learn quite a lot from that. I'm not going to go right into it, but it's good. The story really starts to develop and unfold, and more information comes to light about what is actually going on. And it becomes quite a gripping story as it develops, perhaps into an inevitable area, but it doesn't spoil your enjoyment of this story, perhaps knowing where it's going to go. I really enjoyed it, as I have with all these. And as I think the twins are brilliant in this. They have that creepiness that you really love in these stories. Sci-fi's good at that, getting creepy. Well, so is horror, actually. Horror is just as good. You get these creepy kids, and these two certainly do that brilliantly. And I think this is a very good story, as they all have been. So I thoroughly recommend it. Enjoy it. I really have, as I am continuing to enjoy these. And that's it, really. I'm very pleased to do it, to watch it. So here we are. I always show this. This is, of course, part of the big box set. This is the first season box set within the box set. But it's a great, I absolutely love this. I do. And that's it. So, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, and then we'll let you know when I produce these videos. You can also look at playlists, see previous reviews I've done on the X-Files. But you can also see what else I do on the channel. And if you like this particular video, please give it a like. It gets it out into YouTube, and hopefully the algorithms and all that stuff. If you got any comments, please put your comments down. I love to read your comments. And it all costs no. You can't say further than that. Buy it, you can't. And that's it. So all I've got to say is, I'll see thee again.